I've always been the quiet one, the one who listens, who nods, who keeps the peace. But silence isn't weakness. It's a vault, locking away truths too sharp for the world to handle. My name's Elise, and I've spent years perfecting the art of invisibility in a family that thrives on drama. My sister-in-law, Marianne, thinks she knows me. She thinks she can unravel me with a single tug. Tonight, at this suffocating family dinner, she'll learn how wrong she is. My flaw? I hold grudges like heirlooms, polished and preserved, waiting for the right moment to shine. The dining room in my brother's sprawling Victorian house feels like a stage set for a tragedy. The air is thick with the scent of rosemary and roasted lamb, but it's undercut by something sour, like the faint tang of secrets rotting under the polished mahogany table. Crystal chandeliers cast jagged light across the room, glinting off wine glasses and silverware, turning every smile into a shard of glass. The wallpaper, a deep burgundy with curling vines, seems to pulse in the candlelight, as if the house itself is holding its breath. My heart mirrors it, steady but heavy, each beat a reminder of the betrayal I've carried for months. Marianne sits across from me, her lips curved in that practiced smile she wields like a blade. She's the queen of this family, or so she thinks, with her perfect blonde curls and her knack for turning every conversation into a performance. My brother, Tom, adores her, blind to the way she manipulates every room she enters. My parents, seated at the ends of the table, are too busy basking in her charm to notice the venom in her glances toward me. The rest of the family, cousins, aunts, uncles, fill the seats, their chatter a dull hum, oblivious to the storm brewing. I'm not here for them. I'm here for her. It started 6 months ago, though no one at this table knows the full story. Marianne caught me in a moment of weakness, or so she thought. A late-night meeting with a man in a dimly lit cafe, a hushed conversation in a parked car, a hand on my arm that lingered too long. She saw fragments, not the whole picture, and she's been weaving her own narrative ever since. Tonight, she plans to expose me, to paint me as the family's black sheep, the adulteress who betrayed her loving husband, David. She doesn't know David's been in on every step. She doesn't know those men weren't lovers. She doesn't know what's coming. My fingers brush the locket around my neck, a small silver oval engraved with a single rose. It's warm from my skin, heavier than it should be. Inside, there's no picture, just a tiny, folded scrap of paper, its edges worn from years of hiding. I found it in my mother's old jewelry box after she moved into the nursing home, a cryptic note in her spidery handwriting. The truth is in the shadows. Trust no one. I didn't understand it then, but now it feels like a warning, a breadcrumb leading me to this moment. What did she know? What was she hiding? The locket is my anchor, a reminder that secrets run deeper in this family than Marianne's petty accusations. The clink of a fork against a glass pulls me back. Marianne standing, her wine glass raised, her eyes locked on me. The room quiets, and the air shifts, sharp and electric, like the moment before lightning strikes. I have something to say, she announces, her voice honeyed but laced with malice. My pulse quickens, but I keep my face neutral, my hands folded in my lap. She's about to light the fuse, and I'm ready to let it burn. Elise, she says, her tone dripping with false concern, we've all noticed you've been distant. Sneaking off at odd hours, meeting strange men. We're worried about you. About David. The room gasps, a collective intake of breath that sucks the oxygen out of my lungs. My parents' eyes widen, Tom's brow furrows, and David, beside me, grips his napkin a little too tightly. He's playing his part perfectly. I could speak now, deny it, but I don't. Let her dig her grave. Let her think she's won. The locket burns against my chest, a silent promise of the truth I'll unleash when the time is right. Marianne's words are a match, but I'm the one holding the gasoline. Before I can respond, there's a knock at the front door. sharp, insistent, cutting through the tension like a knife. Tom frowns, glancing at Marianne, who looks as surprised as I feel. No one was expecting a guest. The knock comes again, louder, and the room falls silent. My cousin Sarah, ever the peacemaker, starts to rise, but I wave her down. "I'll get it," I say, my voice steady despite the sudden chill creeping up my spine. I cross the foyer, the hardwood creaking under my steps, and open the heavy oak door. A man stands there, his face half hidden in the shadow of a hooded coat. The rain outside has turned the night into a blur of silver and black, and his eyes glint like whetstones. He's holding an envelope, its edges crumpled, sealed with a wax stamp that bears the same rose as my locket. "Elise," he says, his voice low, urgent. "You need to see this. Before it's too late." My breath catches. I don't know this man, but his presence feels like a puzzle piece slotting into place. I take the envelope, my fingers trembling, and he's gone before I can ask his name, swallowed by the storm. The door clicks shut, and I stand there, the weight of the envelope pulling me toward something I can't yet name. What's inside? Another piece of my mother's secret? A warning? A weapon? I slip the envelope into my pocket and turn back to the dining room. Marianne's still standing, her smile faltering as she sees me return. The family's eyes are on me, waiting for my response to her accusations. They don't know what I'm holding, what I'm planning. They don't know that tonight, I'll turn their world upside down. But first, I need to know what's in that envelope. And I need to survive this dinner. The envelope burns a hole in my pocket as I return to the dining room, every step heavier than the last. Marianne's eyes track me, her smile a thin veneer over something predatory. The family's whispers ripple around the table, their gazes darting between us like spectators at a duel. I slide into my seat, the locket around my neck pulsing with the weight of my mother's cryptic note. The truth is in the shadows. Trust no one. The stranger's envelope feels like an extension of that warning, a ticking bomb I can't yet open, not with Marianne's accusation hanging in the air like smoke. "Elise," Marianne says, her voice syrupy with mock concern, "you are going to explain those late-night meetings." She leans forward, her diamond earrings catching the chandelier's light, turning her into a glittering viper. The room holds its breath, and I feel David's hand brush mine under the table, a silent signal to stay calm. He's my anchor, my co-conspirator, but even he doesn't know about the envelope.
Not yet.
I could deflect, play the victim, but that's not the plan. I've spent months preparing for this moment, gathering evidence, piecing together the truth Marianne thinks she's uncovered. Those men she saw me with, not lovers. They were private investigators, hired to dig into something far uglier than an affair, something Marianne's been hiding. But I need to play this carefully. One wrong move, and she'll twist the narrative again. I've been dealing with some personal matters, I say, my voice steady but soft, letting the family fill in the blanks. My mother, frail and watchful at the head of the table, narrows her eyes. She's always been sharp. Even now, her mind a maze of memories she guards like treasure. Does she know what's in the locket? Did she leave that note to warn me about Marianne? Before Marianne can press further, my cousin Sarah jumps in, her voice bright but brittle. "Let's not air dirty laundry at dinner," she says, forcing a laugh. Sarah's always been the mediator, but there's something off tonight. Her hands tremble as she pours more wine, and her eyes flick to Marianne too often. Is she an ally or another pawn in Marianne's game? I can't tell, and that uncertainty gnaws at me. The tension breaks when Tom, my brother, clears his throat. "Let's eat," he says, his tone a mix of exhaustion and denial. He's always been blind to Marianne's cruelty, too smitten to see the cracks in her facade. But I see them. I've seen them since the day she accidentally let slip to the family that I'd lost my job 2 years ago, framing it as concern while she reveled in my humiliation. That was just the beginning. The real betrayal came later, when I found out she'd been siphoning money from Tom's business. Money meant for our mother's care. My investigators confirmed it, but I need more proof to expose her without destroying Tom. I excused myself to the bathroom, the envelope a secret weight against my thigh. The hallway is dim, the air cooler, scented with old wood and lavender. I lock the door behind me and tear open the envelope, my heart pounding. Inside is a single photograph, grainy but unmistakable. Marianne, standing in an alley, handing a thick envelope to a man I don't recognize. Scrawled on the back in red ink, "She's not who you think." My breath catches. This is no coincidence. It's a piece of the puzzle, but it raises more questions than answers. Who sent this? And why now? A memory flashes unbidden. 6 months ago, catching Marianne's smirk as she whispered to Tom about my shady behavior, planting seeds of doubt. I'd been meeting my first investigator that night, chasing a lead about her finances, and she'd turned it into gossip about an affair. The sting of that betrayal still burns, fueling my resolve. I slip the photograph back into the envelope and tuck it into my waistband under my sweater. I can't confront her yet, not without knowing who's pulling the strings behind this delivery. Back at the table, the mood has shifted. Marianne's charm offensive is in full swing, regaling the family with a story about her latest charity gala. But Sarah's watching me, her expression unreadable, and my father's staring at his plate like he's seen a ghost. Then there's David, my husband, who's too quiet, his jaw tight. He's been my rock through this, but I know he's worried I'm in over my head. He's right to be. This isn't just about exposing Marianne anymore. It's about whoever sent that photograph and what they want. The doorbell rings again, sharper this time, like a warning shot. Tom groans, but I'm already up, my pulse racing. "I'll get it," I say, ignoring Marianne's raised eyebrow. The foyer feels colder now, the storm outside rattling the windows. I open the door to find no one, just a small, velvet box on the doorstep, rain-slicked and tied with a black ribbon. My fingers hesitate, then untie it. Inside is a key, old and tarnished, with a tag attached. Basement. Now. My stomach drops. The basement of this house is a labyrinth of forgotten furniture and family secrets, a place I haven't been since I was a kid, sneaking down with Tom to scare each other with ghost stories. The key feels heavy, like it's pulling me towards something I'm not ready to face. Is this connected to the photograph? To my mother's note? I glance back toward the dining room, where Marianne's laughter cuts through the murmur of conversation. She's still playing her part, but I'm starting to see the cracks. I pocket the key and close the door, my mind racing. Going to the basement now is a risk. Leaving the dinner means giving Marianne more ammunition to spin her lies. But ignoring the key feels like ignoring a loaded gun. I need answers, and I need them before Marianne makes her next move. As I step back into the dining room, Sarah's eyes meet mine, and for a split second, I see something. Fear? Guilt? She looks away, but it's too late. She knows something. The stakes are higher now, the web tightening around me. Marianne's accusations were just the opening act. The real game is about to begin, and I'm not sure who's playing against me, or what they're hiding in that basement. The key in my pocket feels like a live wire as I slip back into the dining room, the chatter of the family a dull roar against the storm raging in my head. Marianne's laughter slices through the noise, sharp and calculated, but I barely hear it. The photograph, the key, the note in my locket, they're pieces of a puzzle I thought I understood, but the basement tag has shifted everything. My plan was simple: expose Marianne's theft, humiliate her as she tried to humiliate me. But now, with this mysterious delivery, I'm not just hunting her secrets, I'm being hunted.
Deceit, avoiding size pulping gaze.
She knows something, but I can't confront her here, not with Marianne watching like a hawk. David's hand finds mine under the table again, his touch steady but urgent, a silent question. What's wrong? I squeeze back, promising answers later. My mind is on the basement, on what or who waits there. The locket burns against my chest, my mother's warning echoing. Trust no one. Not even David? The thought twists my gut, but I push it down. He's been with me through every step, believing in my fight against Marianne. Or has he? Marianne raises her glass again, her eyes glinting. Elise, you've been so quiet. Still thinking about those men? The room tenses, forks pausing midair. She's pushing harder now, sensing my distraction. I force a smile, my voice cool. I'm just enjoying the meal, Marianne. You should try it. A few cousins chuckle, but the air stays heavy. She's not done. She's building to something bigger. I can feel it. Before she can strike again, my father stands, his chair scraping loudly. Enough, he says, his voice trembling with an emotion I can't place. This family doesn't need more drama. His eyes meet mine, and for a moment, I see something raw. Guilt? Fear? He's always been distant, lost in his own world since Mom's health declined, but now he looks haunted. He sits abruptly, and Marianne's smile falters, her script disrupted. I seize the moment to excuse myself again, mumbling about needing air. The key is a magnet, pulling me toward the basement door at the end of the hall. My heart pounds as I slip away, the family's voices fading behind me. The door is old, its paint chipped, the lock rusted but intact. I glance over my shoulder. No one's following. The key slides in with a soft click, and the door creaks open, revealing a staircase swallowed by darkness. The air smells of damp stone and forgotten things, and a shiver runs through me. This is a mistake, but I can't stop now. The basement is a maze of shadows, lit only by a flickering bulb. Crates and old furniture loom like ghosts, and I clutch the photograph from the envelope, its red-inked warning. She's not who you think, burning in my mind. I move deeper, my footsteps echoing, until I spot a metal box tucked behind a stack of moldy books. It's locked, but the key fits perfectly. My hands tremble as I open it, revealing a stack of letters, yellowed with age, and a small, leather-bound journal. My mother's handwriting stares back at me, the same spidery script as the locket's note. I flip open the journal, my breath catching. The entries are dated years ago, before I was born. Marianne isn't her real name, one page reads. She came to us with a new identity, running from something. I let her in, but I was wrong. My knees buckle. Marianne, my brother's wife, isn't who she claims to be. The letters are worse. Correspondence between my mother and someone named L. Detailing payments, threats, a secret Marianne buried long before she married Tom. My mother knew, and she kept it hidden.
Why?
A noise behind me, a soft scuff of shoes, snaps me out of it. I spin, clutching the journal, and see Sarah standing at the foot of the stairs, her face pale. Elise, you shouldn't be here, she whispers, her voice shaking. You don't know what you're digging into. What do you know? I snap, my voice low but sharp. Her eyes dart to the journal, and she takes a step back. I tried to warn you, she says. That note in your locket, I found it in Mom's things, left it for you to find. I thought you'd stop digging, but you didn't. My blood runs cold. Sarah planted the locket's note. She's been playing both sides, watching me unravel Marianne's secrets while keeping her own. Who's L? I demand, holding up the journal. Her face crumples, and she shakes her head. It's bigger than you think, Elise. Leave it alone, or you'll lose everything. Before I can press her, a crash upstairs shakes the house, a glass shattering, followed by shouts. Sarah bolts, and I shove the journal and letters into my sweater, racing after her. The dining room is chaos when I reach it. Marianne's on her feet, her face flushed, pointing at David. He's in on it, she screams. He's been helping Elise hide her affairs. The family erupts, accusations flying, but David's eyes meet mine, wide with shock. He didn't expect this. She's turned the tables, painting him as my accomplice in a lie. The twist hits me like a punch. Marianne's not just after me. She's targeting David, too, using her accusations to isolate us both. And Sarah's warning rings in my ears. It's bigger than you think. The journal's revelations reframe everything. Marianne's not just a thief. She's a fraud, hiding a past my mother uncovered. But why is Sarah protecting her? And who sent the photograph and key? The stakes are no longer just about exposing Marianne, they're about surviving whatever she's been running from. I clutched the journal tighter, my resolve hardening. I wanted revenge, but now I'm fighting for the truth, and it's costing me more than I expected. David's being dragged into the fire, and Sarah's betrayal cuts deep. Can I expose Marianne without tearing my family apart? The question hangs over me as I step forward, ready to face her accusations. But the journal in my hands feels like a grenade, and I'm not sure I can pull the pin without destroying myself. The dining room is a battlefield, the air thick with accusations and the acrid scent of spilled wine. Marianne stands at the head of the table, her face a mask of righteous fury, her finger pointed at David and me. "They've been lying to us all," she declares, her voice a whip cracking through the chaos. The family's eyes bore into me, my parents shocked, Tom's confused, Sarah's guarded. The journal, tucked inside my sweater, feels like a heartbeat against my ribs, its secrets a weapon I've yet to wield. The locket around my neck burns, my mother's warning, trust no one, a pulse in my veins. This is it, the moment I've been planning for months, but it's spiraling out of my control. I stand, my chair scraping against the hardwood, and the room falls silent. Marianne's accusations have painted me as an adulteress, David as my enabler, but the truth in my hands is sharper than her lies. My heart pounds, a war drum urging me forward. But doubt claws at me. Exposing Marianne means tearing open wounds, Tom's heart, my family's. Trust, my own certainty about who I am. Can I destroy her without destroying us all? Enough, I say, my voice cutting through the tension like a blade. Marianne, you've had your say. Now it's my turn. Her smile falters, a crack in her armor, but she recovers quickly, crossing her arms. Go on, Elise. Explain your affairs. The word drips with venom, and I feel David tense beside me, his loyalty a tether keeping me grounded. I pull the journal from my sweater, holding it up like a talisman. This, I say, is my mother's. Found in the basement, with letters proving you're not who you say you are. Gasps ripple through the room. Tom's face pales, and Sarah's eyes widen, her hands gripping the table. Marianne laughs, sharp and brittle. A diary? That's your defense? Pathetic. I open the journal, my fingers steady despite the storm in my chest. You were born Margaret Lyle, not Marianne Carter. You fled a scandal, embezzlement, fraud, before you married Tom. My mother knew, and you've been bleeding his business dry to keep your past buried. I toss the photograph from the envelope onto the table, the image of Marianne in the alley stark under the chandelier's light. This was delivered tonight. Someone else knows, too. The room erupts. Tom staggers to his feet, his voice hoarse. Is this true? Marianne's composure cracks, her eyes darting to the photograph, then to me. You're delusional, she snaps, but her voice trembles. I press forward, my voice rising. Those men you saw me with? Private investigators. I've been tracking your accounts, your payoffs. You thought you could ruin me to hide your own lies. Sarah stands, her chair toppling. Elise, stop, she cries, tears streaming down her face. You don't understand. I freeze, the journal heavy in my hands. Her desperation is a knife, twisting the narrative again. What don't I understand? I demand, my voice raw. She hesitates, then whispers, I sent the photograph. I was trying to protect you. The room spins. Sarah, my ally, my betrayer, sent the photograph? The key? My mother's note? Protect me? I choke out. You've been lying, too. She sobs, shaking her head. Marianne threatened me. She knew I found the journal, said she'd ruin my life if I told anyone. I thought if you had proof, you'd stop her without dragging us all down. The surprise hits like a wave, drowning my certainty. Sarah's betrayal stings, but her fear is real. Marianne's been manipulating everyone, a spider weaving a web tighter than I realized. Tom's voice breaks through, anguished. Marianne, tell me it's not true. She hesitates, and in that moment, I see her falter, her empire crumbling. I have a choice. Push forward, expose every detail, and shatter Tom's world. Or pull back, let Marianne slink away, and keep the family intact. My fingers tighten on the journal, the weight of my mother's secrets urging me to fight. But David's hand on my arm grounds me, his eyes pleading, don't lose yourself. Revenge tastes sweet, but the cost, Tom's heartbreak, Sarah's guilt, my own soul, looms large. I take a breath, the air sharp with the scent of wax and wine. Tom, I say, softer now. I have bank records, emails, proof of her transfers. It's all here. I slide the journal toward him, my heart aching as his hands tremble, reaching for it. Marianne lunges, snatching the photograph from the table, tearing it in half. You'll regret this, she hisses, her mask gone, revealing the desperation beneath. The climax explodes as Tom opens the journal, his face crumpling as he reads. You lied to me, he whispers, and Marianne's defiance collapses. She stumbles back, her eyes wild, and for a moment, I think she'll run. But my father stands, his voice steady for the first time tonight. Leave, Marianne.
Now.
His authority, long dormant, silences the room. She glares at me, a promise of retribution in her eyes, then storms out, the front door slamming like a gunshot. The victory is hollow. Tom's sobbing, Sarah's trembling, and my parents look broken. I've won, but at what cost? David pulls me close, his warmth a lifeline, but the journal's weight lingers. What else did my mother hide? Who was Elle? And why did they help Marianne all those years ago? The basement key, still in my pocket, feels like a loose thread, tugging at unanswered questions. As the family sits in stunned silence, I realize the fight isn't over. Marianne's gone, but her secrets linger, and Sarah's confession has opened a new wound. I've exposed the truth, but the aftermath looms, rebuilding trust, facing Tom's pain, unraveling the rest of my mother's warnings. The locket feels heavier now, a reminder that revenge has a price, and I've only begun to pay it. The dining room is a graveyard of shattered trust, the air heavy with the ghosts of words unspoken. Marianne's departure left a void, her slammed door still echoing in my ears, but the silence that followed is worse. Tom sits slumped, the journal open before him, its pages a map of betrayal he can't unsee. My parents stare into their wine glasses, their faces etched with grief for a family fractured beyond repair. Sarah's gone, slipped out during the chaos, her confession, I sent the photograph, a wound that festers. David's hand rests on my shoulder, steady but heavy, as if he senses the storm still raging inside me. The locket around my neck feels like a noose now, my mother's warning, trust no one, a prophecy fulfilled. I wanted justice, to expose Marianne's lies and reclaim my dignity. I got it, but the victory tastes like ash. The family I fought to protect is in ruins, and the journal's secrets have only deepened the mystery. Who was Elle? Why did my mother hide Marianne's past? And the basement key, still in my pocket, burns with questions I'm not sure I want answered. I've won, but I've lost something, too. My certainty, my innocence, the illusion that truth alone could heal us. The next morning, the house feels hollow, its Victorian grandeur a mockery of the warmth it once held. I sit in the kitchen, the journal spread before me, its pages a labyrinth of my mother's handwriting. David brings me coffee, his eyes searching mine. "You okay?" he asks, his voice soft but strained. I nod, but it's a lie. I'm not okay. I'm a stranger to myself, a woman who traded quiet restraint for vengeance and found it a heavier burden than silence. I flip to a new entry in the journal, dated a year before my mother's decline. Margaret Marianne knows about the account. Elle says we can't stop her without exposing everything. I'm sorry, Elise. My breath catches. She wrote to me, "Knew I'd find this, but what account? What was she protecting?" The letters in the metal box mention payments to Elle, sums large enough to raise alarms. Was my mother complicit in Marianne's schemes? The thought twists my gut, a betrayal deeper than Marianne's lies. I head to the basement again, driven by a need to understand. The key unlocks a second door, hidden behind a stack of crates, its hinges rusted but intact. Inside is a small room, bare except for a safe embedded in the wall. My hands shake as I try the key. It doesn't fit. But the combination lock has a clue, for numbers scratched into the metal, faint but deliberate. 1-9-7-2, my birth year. I punch it in, and the safe clicks open. Inside is a single folder, thick with documents. Bank statements, contracts, a deed to a property I've never heard of, all in my mother's name, but signed over to Elle. And a letter, addressed to me, in her spidery script. "Elise, if you're reading this, you've found the truth. I hid it to protect you, but secrets have a way of surfacing. Elle was my mistake, my partner in a deal that went wrong. Marianne used it against me. Forgive me." My knees buckle. My mother wasn't just a victim. She was a player in this game, tangled in something dark with Marianne and this mysterious Elle. The final surprise hits as I hear footsteps behind me. I spin, expecting Sarah or David, but it's my father, his face gaunt, his eyes hollow. "You found it," he says, his voice barely a whisper. "I told her to destroy it." My heart stops. "You knew." I choke out. He nods, sinking onto a crate. "Your mother and we made bad choices years ago. A deal with the wrong people. Marianne found out, used it to control us. I thought if we stayed quiet, it'd go away." The revelation is a knife, cutting through the last of my illusions. My parents weren't just bystanders. They were complicit, their silence enabling Marianne's reign. My revenge wasn't just against her. It was against a legacy of secrets I never asked to inherit. I clutch the folder, its weight a mirror to the locket, to the truth I've been chasing. I wanted to be the hero, but I'm just another piece on the board. Upstairs, I gather the family, what's left of them. Tom's eyes are red, but he listens as I lay out the truth. Marianne's fraud, my mother's deal, my father's silence. I don't show them the folder, not yet. Some truths are too heavy for one night. David stands by me, his presence a reminder that I haven't lost everything. But Sarah's absence is a shadow, her role in this unclear. Did she run to protect herself? Or is she still tied to Elle? The resolution is bittersweet. Marianne's gone, her lies exposed, but the family is fractured, and I'm not the quiet Elise anymore. I'm harder, sharper, a woman who knows the cost of vengeance. The lingering question haunts me. Who is Elle? And are they still out there, watching? The folder holds clues, but pursuing them risks digging up more pain. I've closed one chapter, but another looms, its pages unwritten. As I step outside, the storm has passed, leaving a sky bruised with clouds. I touch the locket, its rose engraving cool under my fingers, and think of the dining room where this began. The chandelier's light, the weight of Marianne's accusations, the family I thought I knew. I've changed, but so has the world I return to. The folder in my hands is a promise of answers, but also a warning. Some truths cut deeper than revenge. I walk away from a house, David at my side, the locket a quiet reminder of my mother's words. The truth is in the shadows, and I'm not sure I'm ready to face it. But for now, I've survived, and that's enough.